Hello and welcome to episode 48 of PhotoKitchen. I'm your humble host, MD Welch, and today on the menu, we're talking about flags. Now, I want to be very clear about something. I know a lot about flags, but I don't know all the correct terms for flags. Especially the cinema industry has all of these great terms for not only the sizes of these things, but how they're positioned. If you're putting it in front of a light, you're cutting. If you put it in front of the camera, it's a flag, or vice versa. Overhead, it's a floppy. Overhead coming down, it's a meat axe. There's all these great terms, and I want to say that I probably used every single one of them wrong right now. So if you're in the business, feel free to chime in on the comments and let me know how many of them I got wrong. I think cutting in front of a light and flagging in front of a camera, I think I probably mixed those up. Now, if you're like me, you maybe have a few of these around. I am more of a photographer than I am a cinema person, or at least when it comes to flags. I don't have a full kit. I don't have a whole grip truck with a cart of these running around. They are very useful. Regardless if you're a photographer or a filmmaker, these things are a key way to shape, modify, or enhance light. However, they're a pain in the butt to transport. Now, if you are a photographer and you got a hatchback or a mini SUV, you're probably not packing a lot of these around with you. And we'll do the over the head thing right there. They're complicated to put in, store, keep safe. I forget what this is, but this is a very small flag by flag standards. They come as large as 48 by 48, and most cars can't take 48 by 48. And for that reason, Matthews, who is the manufacturer of all the products I'm about to show, who doesn't know that I exist, let them know that I'm alive. Maybe I get sponsored, but they don't know that I'm doing this. They don't know who I am. So all of this product's I bought myself. But Matthews has made 40 by 40 flags to get into SUVs. But I, a driver of the great Honda Element, AKA Lunchbox, don't need that because the 48 by 48 fits in the Lunchbox. Very awkwardly, but it does fit in. So these are a pain to haul around, but a lot of photographers love to use them because these are far better than panels. They're far better than handheld reflectors. Now in this case, this is a flag. This is truly a flag. It has duvetine on this side, a canvas on this side, and it's great for blocking out light, keeping light from getting in a lens, something like that. But you could get other materials on these. You could get diffusion, you could get bounces. And because these mount in a C-stand so easily, that's what C-stands were originally for, a lot of photographers choose to go this route because of the convenience of doing it, until they start to pack these things, and that's where they get inconvenienced. So I have a solution for you. Let's stash this over here. First is a product from Matthews. Again, they don't know that I exist. This is their collapsible, smaller flag kind of system. This is their diffusion. I'll put a little bit more diffusion in front of me. There you go. Little diffusion, a little extra diffusion. There you go. This is their road rags system. Now, there are other companies that make stuff like this. Kupo, I think, is one of them. I don't know if they have engineered their own system or they just ripped off Matthews and that's a patent copyright kind of thing. I have the Matthews kit, but there are companies that make this in other price points and maybe with some other features. Now, the nice thing about this is it's 100% collapsible. This is in its finished form. This is what is called the road rags. Road rags come in two sizes, 18 by 24, 24 by 36. Now, this is the diffusion. The yellow, I believe, is 3/4 of a stop, half a stop of diffusion. One thing I also like about this is it has this open end here. So if you're doing any sort of diffusion or bounce, when you slide this in, you don't get a hard shadow line on your subject. That's a really nice feature. You'll get a little bit of a transition there and it won't be as harsh. Now, the system itself is pretty straightforward. You have the fabric here. I'm just going to reverse set this up. It has 4 snaps on the bottom, which I'm going to unsnap. Obviously, you would do this in the correct order. And then the fabric itself slides off the poles, which is always good fun to do on camera because this is essentially under tension. So when I lift this off, you'll get a popping out here, and I'll take this off, and you get essentially a very weird looking goalpost. Now, when you put the fabric in, the goalpost comes in and you get more of a rectangle, but you get this kind of look. And this is like a set of tent poles. So we can collapse this down, bring this here, do a better job of folding this up, obviously. I'll just do a terrible job since I'm on camera and I'm a professional. And now here is your frame. and here is your fabric. Now, you can get all sorts of fabrics for this. You could buy an individual frame, you could buy individual fabrics. The fabrics that you will find is obviously they have flag fabric, so you could get duvetine. They have diffusion, the yellow. They have netting, or it's really netting, but it also acts as a scrim. You have green and red, and I'm going to get this wrong. I believe green is single half stop and red is double for full stop. And by the way, people don't use netting that much in photography. That's a great way to maybe get light off of a subject's body and then get light onto the face. Netting is a fantastic way to control light. And of course, you can get bounces. You can get white and then silver. I don't see any soft silver gold combination, so it's just mostly white or silver, but you get those. And of course, they sell them in a kit. The traditional kit is 2 frames, and if memory serves, diffusion, flag, and scrims. You'll have to buy the bounce with your own money. And by the way, if Matthews is listening to this, make a photographer version of it. Photographers unfortunately don't use netting. It would be great to give them 2 diffusions or 2 bounces or something like that, and the flag. Get rid of the netting and give them, you know, more of the stuff that they're going to use a lot. But these are super easy to use. Grab yourself a C-stand, drop them in, and now you have an easy to control diffusion panel, you have an easy to control bounce, you have a flag that's easy to control, and it all rolls up in a nice case. Side note, I'm going to talk about the price of these things in one moment, but to Matthews, your bags for transportation are very bad for what you charge for this kit. Now, the kit itself, I'm going to put the price down at the bottom because I paid for it used. I did buy this kit and the other kit I'm about to demonstrate in 1 second here, used on a site, and I have to say it speaks a huge amount to Matthews' quality because all of these things came in. Yeah, there were some rub marks. I think one of the pockets on the end of these things was a little kind of shredded, but other than that, it was almost, it functions like new. It does its job. It has some wear marks. One of the Velcro closures on the bag, the badly designed bag, by the way, that was torn off, but all in all, it worked really well. And if you could find them used, pick them up as long as they're in good condition, they're there. Because Matthews, while their quality is amazing and they're going to last you a lifetime, they are expensive. And again, I'm not sponsored by Matthews. There's no money involved in that kind of process, but they do make an amazing quality product. And I think it's worth its weight in gold. Just improve the case, Matthews, because it is absolutely terrible. So there are kits, 2 frames, 4 fabrics. I think it's well worth it. I will say, pay the extra money and get the 24 by 36, the 18 by 24, unless you just really need those small flag-like materials. I don't think it's really worth it to get the smaller size, pay a little bit of extra money, and get the bigger sizes. You'll be happier with it. Now to the big boy, the Road Flags kit. So Road Rags, the smaller, 18 to 24, 24 by 36. Road Flags are 48 by 48, which does a very good job of filling the frame here. This is their duvetine cover here, so canvas on one side, duvetine or commando cloth on the other. This is, to me, just as powerful as the Road Flags kit. It just doesn't set up as well, unfortunately. It's a little complicated to set up. But again, bought this used, 48 by 48. So if you can't fit the 48 by 48 in your SUV or a full-size SUV, this is how you could get 48 by 48 in your car. Now, this is 4 different pieces of metal, and I'm not going to take all of it apart here, but there's little magnets on the inside, and then after you assemble this, let's go ahead and take off some of this. I'll take off the top part. They Velcro all the way around, so it's very secure. It's not going to make a lot of flapping sound. A lot of people don't like panels because they flap. But you could come into here, and there's a little magnet on the inside, which now has really adhered. There we go. Pop it off with a little bit of force. Let's grab that. And so you have 4 cross members. And as you can see, once they're inserted, they're pretty stout, they're pretty sturdy. Come into there, put that in, put this in, and again, there's little magnets on the inside, so it holds it as you're trying to get the fabric in. This has been bent a little bit. Again, I got this used, but it sets up pretty well. There's usually fixed pockets on one side and then elastic pockets or elastic bands on the other. Run your Velcro on the tops and around the sides, and you're gonna get a very secure flag material as if it was sewn onto the frame as a traditional flag does. Again, just like the previous kit, if you do get a kit in this format, 2 frames, the exact same material. So you're gonna get nets, 2 nets, red and green, you're gonna get diffusion, and of course you're gonna get this flag. I absolutely love this. It's great to take this on. This is great for diffusion. It's great for bounce. It's far better than a 48 by 48 panel kit by any other company because you only need a C-stand to hold on to this. And I feel like it's more secure. Now, I will say you do need a C-stand that's going to bite into this handle and really hold on to it. Matthews is great. I'm not a big fan of Avenger. Check out my Matthews and Avenger C-stand video for more on that kind of thing. But as long as you're able to bite and hold on to this and breeze is at a very minimum, I think that this is just as good as, say, like the Last-A-Light Manfrotto panel kits or something from Westcott or something like that, and certainly far better than large handhelds. And again, you don't need a person when you have something like this. This, of course, is extremely expensive because of its size and its convenience. So I will put the price new on here. I bought this used, and again, in really good condition. The only thing I would say is some of the rods are a little warped, a little bent, but once you have the whole thing set up, it works out really well, and it's been hugely useful on set with me. Hugely useful, probably not the correct way to say that. It's been a valuable asset, there we go, on set, and I absolutely don't regret purchasing it at all, but I will say it does come with a steep price point. I haven't seen any other people other than Matthews make the collapsible 48 by 48, but I'm sure that they exist out there. Now, outside of the cons of the price, what are the other cons? There really aren't any, right? It's just outside of the fact that Matthews can't make a transportation bag very well. These things set up easy. They don't take a lot of time to set up. Sure, you can grab something out of the van or the SUV that's already set up and drop this right in. It's fast, but it's not like that is a ridiculous amount of time to set up. And once you have it set up, it's set up, and changing out the fabric doesn't take a lot of time as well. And you have multiple frames and multiple fabrics, so you can exchange that. The problem though is if you do have a cargo van or you're going to start to do a business with grip, normal flag frames in different sizes at the end of the day are far more affordable. So if you want to make an investment, and especially if you're going to go in the cinema industry, while these things are hugely useful and very practical on set and easy to use, they cost far more than going out and buying several more flags. So you could buy a 48 by 48 kit, a 40 by 40 kit, get yourself some other different options, get some smaller ones so you have a little bit more variety, and it's probably going to do you a lot more use, and you're probably going to spend the same amount of money. Now the cart, to haul them around, that's additional money, but if you're in cinema, that's just something you expect on a grip cart. I see these products far more for photographers and hybrid shooters like myself, where it's like, I don't need a whole bunch of flags or flag frames. I just need something that is going to help me out, and I only need, 2 or 3 of these kinds of things. I don't need a whole kit, and more importantly, I don't have the room for a whole kit. So convenient, absolutely. Expensive, unfortunately, but also I think a little bit more industry driven, and for that reason, you may not like them. I certainly like them. Hey, speaking of like, I hope you've liked this video. If so, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you already have done so. Thank you so much for your support. And of course, share this with anybody who's maybe thinking about buying a panel kit, a diffusion panel, handheld reflector. I think these replace all of those, give you a lot more use. Yeah, more money. Yeah, you need a C-stand, but I think it's far better gear in the long run. And that's ultimately what we're looking for. Until next time, I wish you all the best. Take care.